So, what do we have today? Today we're doing our Steel City blend. Steel City blend is a really, really dark roast. It's very, very intense. And what I wanted to show you was what to expect from it. So the coffee that we have is a blend of Brazil and Monsoon Malabar. Again, very, very darkly roasted. It is the darkest roast that we do in our range. We're going to try it today as espresso, flat white, and a cafetiere. Give you an idea what that tastes like. So first of all, Steel City blend was made from us as a blend when we used to roast near Forge Masters. All the local guys that used to work in Forge Masters, they always used to say the coffee roast smelled amazing, but we wanted something a bit stronger than what you were offering. So what can you do us for? And there it came. That's where Steel City comes from. So we made the roast for them, and it's probably one of our better selling dark roasts that we do. We sell a lot of this. It's really, really popular. And the reason why it's popular is because it's really full bodied, really intense. It has so much character, and it's a great example of like an Italian style roast. So if you're the kind of person that likes really heavy bodied, full flavoured coffee, this is for you. But I'll give you an idea of what these taste like and what to expect from these three that I've got here. So I'll start with the espresso. So espresso generically, very short, very powerful, but because the roast is going to be more intense, I'm expecting this to be really, really strong. Wow, yeah. So that really kicks. You get like a bit of an astringency, what I would call like bitterness. Really, really strong. Sticks to the entirety of your mouth, coats every aspect of it. I won't say it's one-dimensional, like it doesn't just taste of one thing. It has a bit of like taste of like tobacco, licorice. It's in that kind of wheelhouse of taste. It's smooth, but it's got a lingering after like roast flavour, which I would expect from this kind of coffee. And you can see just with the roast how dark it is, really, and you can smell it as well. It's super strong. We'll try it with a flat white. So the flat white is a cut where you've got espresso and then steamed milk on top. This should cut it down a little bit. So that is much better. The bitterness that I was experiencing in the espresso seems to be taken away now. It still has that characteristic of Steel City. It's strong, it's intense, has that lovely tobacco flavour in the background, but it's been dialed down with that milk. So for me, that tastes better as a flat white. I've never been a massive fan of Steel City personally as espresso. I don't think it's personally suited to that way of making coffee, but I could see why people would favour it in a milk-based drink, because that's probably what it's going to be better for. I'll try it as a cafetiere now. So this is black, no milk, no sugar, nothing. We don't do that in it. That's the best out of the lot, by a long shot. So that to me tastes incredibly smooth, like glass. It has the taste of Steel City, but all the astringent like bitterness is gone away, and that lovely like tobacco, licoricey taste is still there, but not in an unpleasant way in any way, shape or form. What I was experiencing here, where it just stuck to my mouth and left a really nasty lingering taste, has gone completely with the cafetiere. So for me, I would recommend that Steel City is a great coffee for cafetiere, but it can be used for everything. So that's what it tastes like. Now the coffees that we source are all directly traded, as I'm sure you're aware. This particular blend is the cheapest in our range, and we do that by dealing with two farms. One of them is from Brazil. The Brazil farm that we get from is from an area called Franca. That's called São Lucas. São Lucas is a farm that we source from Brazil. Got a really good relationship. We've been working with them for 4 years. And that's on the cheaper end of the spectrum of coffees that we can buy from this farm. It's still classed as speciality. It's definitely not a commodity-based coffee. But the other coffee that goes in there is from India. So it's from an area called Monsoon. It's a very famous coffee called Monsoon Malabar. And the two of them is what makes up the blend. The Brazil to me adds just a base component. Doesn't really, because of the roast profile, doesn't add any sort of addition to the flavour that's going off. But what I can really taste in this blend is the Monsoon Malabar. That really stands out, and that's very indicative. All what I'm describing as far as like tobacco and licorice, these are indicative flavours of that area. So this is a great coffee if you're into strong, intense flavour and you want something that's going to really punch, and you want to get it from a Sheffield Coffees roaster.